Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings from January 1st through the 15th for my Pisces. Happy New Year, my Pisces. How are you? Well, this is the new year. And, I think that's going to be an absolutely awesome new year. 2020 is upon us now. I will be posting a website on my community page and my Facebook page, which will talk about a lot of the energies. It's one I've posted before, so just take a look at it because it gives a lot of really strong details. It talks about, remember I talked about that 12-year cycle with Jupiter, but it also talks about 7 years of being blocked. Lots and lots of stuff that I'm not going to put down in here. Now, there's also the the full moon, which will be in Cancer, will be January 10th and January 11th. I did read where maybe it'll start really late somewhere in the world on the 9th, but the 10th and the 11th are the days that we really need to be aware of. Now, it will be in Cancer. And Cancer is a water sign. It's your energy also, so there will be an emotional component to this full moon, but it's about home and family and and the things about Cancer. Now, it is a lunar eclipse, and that puts more emphasis on that for the next 6 months. Now, I have, longer readings. I use 4 decks of cards. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives me that main message. I then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, kind of fills in those gaps. Ask for advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards, and then I finish up with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So remember, I'm an intuitive channeler, so what that means is that I open myself up to my higher power, spirit, and just let the words flow through. No filters, because, we've talked about that. If I put a filter on it, I wouldn't say it. Okay, and then what happens is when I don't give the message, then I really get, give the message. No, give the message. No, give the message. No, until I have to give the message. So it's just better. It's just easier for me to just bypass the filters. Now, 3 cards are face down. The first one's reversed, and reverse cards to me say, pay attention. Let's see for my Pisces what this one says. The Hermit. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, and once I give the message, it's just generally, I don't remember quite all the details, but if I remember correctly, your end of December was going to be in a big rush. It was going to be busy, busy, busy with a lot of changes going on for you. So you're entering the new year wanting to escape a little bit. You're wanting to get away a little bit. Maybe this is a great time to take some days off from your work if you're able to. But this is you wanting to kind of withdraw. This is kind of you wanting to get away. There's been too many people around you. There's too many people. You need some time by yourself. You need some solitude. It's okay. You'll still go to work. You'll still be part of your family. You'll still be part of that relationship. But you need, I feel like your nerves might just be a little bit on the rough edges just because, they've been so exposed. Now, this is that time for you to regroup and recoup, okay? But it will be that for you, and you'll just kind of separate a little bit. You're not going to become antisocial. You're not going to totally go into your cave. I mean, I don't think you will. I don't really think. But you're going to just kind of regroup a little bit and just take some time to kind of to play catch up a little bit. Maybe catch up on your sleep, catch up on just on general. Now, this is, the Hermit. The Hermit is Archangel Raziel. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. There is a lot of that. My Pisces, you do really that self-discovery quite well. You probably, you're one of the best signs to actually tell your positives and your negatives right out there, okay? But this is also a good time for you to make those connections with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is, to make that connections to do some, some meditation like they're saying, okay? I would also suggest, I don't know, is to spend some time in water if you can. So if you have a bathtub, fill it up, maybe take some baths, okay? Because that will help to rejuvenate you also. Okay, your next card, the King of Water. Now, this is your energy along with Cancer and Pisces. And the King of Water, emotional, fluid, this is somebody you can trust. This is somebody that you can, basically give your heart to. This is somebody that you can, that will watch over you. This could even be you, okay? This is just a really strong masculine type of energy. Now, if you're female, if you're male, it doesn't matter. We all have a little bit of feminine and a little bit of masculine energy in all of us, okay? So this is trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So this could be you yourself that, and maybe that's another reason that you need to take that time to regroup and recoup, is because you're going to be pulled out to help others. You do also have a unique perspective on life or on certain problems. So somebody could be bringing you certain situations and you need to kind of help them through these times. Okay. Now, this could be that you need to have this person, but I really feel, my Pisces, that this is more you. You're going to be, I feel like you're going to be called on to be the mediator. You're going to be called on to be the one to help organize, and so with that, so this is pulling you back into all those people again. This is pulling you back into where your energy is being kind of pulled. So that's, again, another reason that you need to regroup and recoup, because at the same time that you need to pull yourself away, you're being pulled back in. Now, that would make a lot of sense because you have those two fishies, and the one fish is swimming up and the other is there, and yet there's this cord that connects them both. So it kind of, so they both have to be going at least the same way. Maybe they're in different parts of the waters, but they're going the same way. Okay, so yeah, it'll be some interesting, you have to go forward. You might be the one, you might be just saying, oh my gosh, there's so much riding on me. So many people are depending on me. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'd love to take a break, but you're not, but the thing is, you're not going to be able to because so many people are depending on you. Okay? So on the times that you do have those moments, cherish them. Okay, your last card is the Queen of Air. And again, this kind of goes along with what we were just talking about. Air energy is Aquarius, Gemini, and it's also Libra, okay? It's your mindset, it's your thoughts, it's your intellect. It could be about hearing news. It could be Wi-Fi type of information. It could be Bluetooth. But this is about, like I said, people will be coming to you to mentor you, to help make some decisions, to help organize. Now, so that's probably going, to me, I go more towards the work situation. It could be, because those are the three: work, job, career, intimate, personal, interpersonal, or family. It could be, it could be the other two also too. So you might have a lot of family issues or not issues per se, but family that's coming to you. Again, it's like you're their natural counselor. You're their and it's because, like I said in the beginning, you have a unique way of looking at things, my Pisces. Okay? So you may want to hide away, but the people around you are going to be pulling you more into their energy. Okay? So the Queen of Air is independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision making. See, this is what you do. You can think of things and look at them and I'm not to say you can be very emotional too. You'll cry at Hallmark movies. I understand that. But when somebody brings you a problem, you can look at it and say, maybe this is because of your strong intuitiveness. You can say, this is what needs to be done. So, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. And that is one thing too, my Pisces, is you can make people laugh. So, and you can take something that seems somebody that, it seems so life and death, and you can take it and soften it for them, where it's kind of like, well, no, I know it's important, but it wasn't quite as dramatic. Okay, so yeah, so that's a lot of your energy. So what does that mean with work? Oh, that means that you'll be pulled into projects, and you'll be put in charge of projects, and all you want to do is sleep, but you'll be pulled into it, and you will do a great job with it too. Okay? Or if you have, and again, I think there was another sign I talk about retirement, but if you've retired, people are going to want to give you jobs. It's going to be like, oh, you know what? You don't need to be, you don't need to be retired. Here, you need to do this. You need to do that. We need you to do this or that. Okay? So yeah, this is again, your little fishies are pulling you in a couple of different ways. You've had a lot of changes at the end of the year. You want to just kind of relax, and like I said, recoup and regroup, and the people just aren't going to let you, whether that be your work, your partner, your family. Your first card, Destiny. I love this card. 10, Destiny. Basically, this is again, in that article and what I've been talking about, remember Scorpio and Sagittarius season was about getting things ready, destiny. But again, 2020 is about blocks, that 12-year cycle I talked about with Jupiter. Where were you 12 years ago? If that, wherever you were, if it was in a good place, it's only going to get better. If it wasn't in such a good place, you're going to learn from that so you can make it better. But this is, again, being who you are and where you are because the universe is putting you there. Okay? Your next card, Spiritual Union. Okay, again, people are going to be coming to you. There is something that you are able to do, Pisces, that not a lot of other people can do. And we just talked about that. You can take people, your intuitiveness, you can read people so well, and you can take them from, when they're close to the cliff, and you can get them off of the cliff. You can talk them down from the cliff, okay, or talk them down from the ledge. But this could also be that there is that special partner, special relationship also coming to you. Okay, your last card, reversed, Memories of Love. So yeah, this is a very reflective card. This is, again, when I talk about 12 years ago, where were you? This is you, again, I told you, you can cry at the Hallmark movies, but then you can you can get yourself all back together again, and, and you can walk forward. Now, I do talk about my Pisces. Sometimes you can live a little bit in the past, but the energies are going to be so much that you're going to have to be living in the future, not in the future. You're going to be having to living more in the now, okay? But you're coming into 2020 with a lot of new, I don't know, is it new? With a lot of new observation, no, a lot of new perspective. You're coming into 2020 with a more mature perspective. Okay? Okay. So, my Osha Zen Tarot, any words of advice for my Pisces? What words of advice for my Pisces? Yeah, I mean, now also too, we can read this also as, destiny and spiritual union. If we want to take this separately from the first, we can say that there is a possibility, a strong possibility of you meeting that, meeting or having a love, meeting a new love, or having a love, present love, or an older love rekindled. Okay? So there is that also. There is that also. But with that, I feel like there's things that you feel you need to do to make that happen. Or not to make that. You're not going to be forcing it. But it's like putting things in a better place. All of a sudden, I'm feeling kind of emotional with that too. One card kind of fell. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of like it. I mean, it is kind. Yeah, I'm feeling there's an emotion. There's such a really strong emotional component to reading the John Holland almost separately from that first batch. So and maybe that's why you want to be, that's why you want to kind of step away a little bit as that hermit. But I'm feeling kind of this, there's almost a bittersweetness, but at the same time, it's a, it could be a I'm seeing ground with a bunch of new roots coming down. So it could be a new growth in a spiritual or in a love type of relationship. I like that one. Okay, let's see. Words. Okay, reversed. So words of advice: trust. Trust the universe. Trust your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe. Trust, this person's just leaping, and there has to be trust. There's, it's not like you can leap and just say, oh, I'm going to enjoy, isn't this really cool? Oh, there's the ground. No, there is something that's going to be catching this person, that's going to keep this person from crashing. Okay, to put that mildly. Your next card, ooh, okay, this is reversed. Thunderbolt. Now this is, again, remember we talked about there's a lot of changes in the end of December for you, a lot of changes for that. And when that happens, when things change like that, when things get torn apart, new stuff begins, okay? Because new stuff cannot begin without something, something being taken away, okay? So with this, yes, so this is still part of that emotional component. I'm not going to say that on December 31st that all of those changes totally changed for you, but because of this, things are going to be moving forward for you. But they have to think, in order for you to build a building on a ground where there's already a building, the first building has to be demolished in order for the second building to come about. Okay? Okay. Your last card, politics. Ooh. Politics is always interesting. You can play the game, my Pisces. You can play this game, and this is usually more in the work arena. But it could also be, this is kind of weird because I'm thinking of like a PTA, like a parent-teacher association. I'm kind of like seeing, like people bringing their baked goods, okay, to a PTA meeting, and that there's all these like little gossipy politicians going on. You can deal with the politics, you just don't want to. You just don't want to. However, I'm feeling like the energies, just be aware that just because you don't want to, you may have to. Okay? Okay. Interesting for you. Interesting for you. Okay, let's go on. My Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. We're going to pull one card, unless a couple more fall out. And yes, a lot of them, no, not a lot, 3 fell out. And, they're interesting because we have, it's really kind of funny because we have a 3, a 2, and a 4. So 2, 3, 4. Now, they are all aerial. Aerial is earth energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy, solid energy, and about money energy. Okay? So, we have the 3. Remember I told you that, there was a lot of changes, and I said, maybe you retired and people are telling you, no, you can't. We got a job for you. We got a job for you. Or you want to go out and you want to be in your cave, and you want to kind of, relax a little bit, and there's all these people pulling you back. And this comes basically to tell you, okay, I told you solid energy, it's about money. It could be about your home. But this says, do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, because they're not leaving you alone. You may want to be left alone in your career. They're not leaving you alone. Working with others in a cooperative manner. Then we have our 2 of Ariel, again that same energy, but this is again what we were talking about. They're going to be pulling you in, but you need to have that. You need to be able to take some steps backward. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. I really think, remember, because you do, my Pisces, you do need to have your time away. And then this one is reversed, and here we have the 4 of Ariel, And this is when you give, you also receive, being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. Now, that's always a good one. I always tell you, my Pisces, to check your budgets, watch how you're spending your money, watch how you're saving your money. However, the thing is, and there is that thing that there could be some resistance, or some, they might be pulling you in and you just don't want to go there. You just don't want to go there. But you do. You do anyway, because my Pisces, you cannot let people, you don't like to see people suffer. And especially when you know how to fix it. And again, that could be with your work, because again, if this is a work relationship, you're going to be given a lot of multiple projects. I said that already, and this one said working multiple jobs or projects at once. So you may want to, cut out, and you may want to say, hey, you know what? It's 5 o'clock, time for me to go home. And they're like, yeah, but we got another hour for you to work, type of thing. Or wait, we have a new project for you, Pisces. We have a new project. And you're like, no, but yes. So, happy 2020, my Pisces. I really do feel this is going to be breaking through, that there's going to be a lot of good things happening now. This is going to be a great year and a great decade. We will always cycle. Yes, we will have our ups and our downs, but we'll get through them together, right? Right. Remember to go on my community page or Facebook for at least that website. Now, my Pisces, if you enjoyed my reading, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell. But as always, my Pisces, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.